I smiled at Liam across the table, raising my glass. "You're buying again, huh?" He grinned, leaning back. "Someone's got to keep you out of trouble." I laughed, but a small knot of unease twisted in my stomach. Something about the way he avoided my eyes made me pause. "You've been acting?" "Off lately," I said carefully. "Everything okay? Off?" Liam echoed, smirking. "You worry too much." "I've been fine." I studied him, trying to read the signs I couldn't quite name. "Are you sure you seem distant?" "Distant me?" He leaned forward, voice softening. "Come on, we've known each other forever." "You know me?" I wanted to believe him, but my gut told a different story. Sometimes I feel like you're holding back." Liam's smile faltered for a second, replaced by something I couldn't place. "I'm not. Seriously." He waved his hand, dismissing it. "Let's not ruin tonight. You've got that big presentation tomorrow, right?" I nodded, but the tension lingered as we ate. Conversation jumped from work to old memories. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. Later at home, Alina greeted me with a quiet smile. Hey, I said, putting my jacket down. "You seem tired." "Long day?" She shrugged. "Nothing special." "Why?" "You seem tense." "I just wanted to talk," I admitted. "You've been distant too. Is everything okay?" Alina hesitated, looking away. "I'm fine," she said finally. "Really? Stop worrying so much." "I'm not worrying," I said, though my voice cracked. I care." She sighed. "I know, but I need space right now. Work's been exhausting, and I can't be everything for everyone." Her words hit me harder than I expected. "Everything for everyone? I thought we were a team. You and me." "We are," she whispered. But there was something fragile in her tone. "But I need to breathe, okay?" I nodded, swallowing the ache. "Okay? If that's what you need." That night, I sat in my home office, staring at my laptop. The glow of the screen seemed too harsh, too accusing. Then I saw it. An email I hadn't noticed earlier. The subject line was vague about tomorrow, but the sender was someone I trusted. Someone I would never have expected. I opened it slowly. The words hit me like a punch. Plans that could ruin everything I'd worked for. Someone was plotting against me, and the message hinted at collusion. At Betrayal, I leaned back, heart hammering. Liam's evasive looks, Elena's distance, were they connected? Could they both be hiding something from me? I stood, pacing. "No," I muttered. "It can't be them. I know them." But doubt gnawed at me. The thought that my closest friend and the person I loved could be keeping secrets was unbearable. I rubbed my face, trying to shake it off. My phone buzzed. A text from Liam. "Can't wait for tomorrow." "It's going to be big." I stared at the screen. Was he excited about my presentation or something else? I dropped onto the couch, running a hand through my hair. "What's happening?" I whispered to myself. "What am I missing?" The room felt smaller, heavier. I realized that the life I thought was perfect had cracks I hadn't noticed. Cracks that were widening faster than I could understand. I didn't know it yet. But that cryptic email marked the first turning point. My trust, my relationships, and everything I thought was stable were about to be shaken. And I had no idea who the real enemy was. Asterisk, I was walking toward the coffee machine when heard voices coming from the corner office. Liam's voice. "Are you sure it'll work?" He's sharp. He notices everything. I froze, heart skipping. That tone, it wasn't casual. "It was planning, I told you," a second voice said, clipped and precise. "Everything goes according to plan. Collins won't fail us this time." Liam laughed softly. "You worry too much. I've got this covered. Trust me." My stomach churned. Collins? Trust Liam? My pulse spiked as I pressed against the wall, listening. "You're really doing this?" The stranger continued. "Yeah," Liam said, almost too casually. "By the time he notices, it'll be too late." I stumbled back, hand over my mouth. "They were talking about me. My promotion, my work. All plotted against." I wanted to march in, yell, confront, but my legs wouldn't move. Later, I cornered Liam in the hallway. "Hey, can we talk?" My voice trembled. "Of course," he said, smiling. "What's wrong?" I couldn't hide my anger. "Don't lie to me, Liam. I overheard everything." "Are you working with Collins to sabotage me?" He blinked. Shock or was it guilt? "What?" "No. What makes you think that?" I stepped closer. "You think I'm stupid?" "I heard you. Planning, scheming, my promotion." Liam ran a hand through his hair, looking everywhere but at me. "Look, I don't know what you think you heard, but you're misunderstanding." "Misunderstanding?" I spat. It sounded pretty clear to me. "I swear I didn't." His voice broke. "I would never do that to you." I wanted to believe him. God, I wanted to. But the fear in my chest clawed at me. Then why the whispers? "Why are you meeting with him in secret?" I don't know what to say. He looked defeated. "I didn't want to drag you into office politics." Out. Office politics. I laughed bitterly. "This isn't politics, Liam. This is betrayal." He flinched. I'm sorry, okay?" I shook my head, voice low. "Sorry doesn't fix it. I trusted you." He opened his mouth to speak, but I turned away. I couldn't look at him anymore, not until I figured out the truth. Later that evening, Alina called. "You've been quiet all day." "What's wrong?" "I'm fine," I said, but my jaw tightened. "No, you're not." "Stop hiding from me," she snapped. "You're pushing me away, and I can't keep guessing what's going on in your head. I'm not pushing you away." I shouted, the frustration spilling out. It's complicated. I can't explain everything right now." "You're always like this," she said, voice sharp. "You shut me out, then wonder why I'm distant. If you don't trust me, why should I trust you?" Her words hit me harder than Liam's betrayal. I ran my hands over my face. "Alina, I do trust you. I feel like everyone's hiding things from me." "Maybe because they are," she said, tone cold. "Maybe you should stop pretending everything's fine." I sat alone that night, staring at the ceiling. Isolation wrapped around me like a thick blanket. Anger, disbelief, and fear gnawed at every thought. Liam, Collins, Alina. Everyone seemed distant, secretive, untrustworthy. I clenched my fists. "I'll find out the truth," I whispered to myself. "And no one will know I'm onto them." A slow-burning resolve settled over me. I would watch, wait, and uncover everything without revealing my hand. And when the time came, they would see the cost of underestimating me. The tension between Alina and me had been building for days, and tonight it finally snapped. I found her in the kitchen, quietly stirring a cup of tea. "Hey," I said, trying for a calm tone. "Can we talk?" She didn't look up. "About what?" "About us," I said, stepping closer. "You've been distant. I can't ignore it anymore." Alina set the spoon down and met my gaze, her eyes tired. "I've been distant because I didn't want to hurt you. I've been struggling. With what?" I asked, hurt and confusion mixing together. "You could have told me. I thought we were a team." "I know," she whispered. "But I didn't want to burden you. I thought I could handle it alone." I sank into the chair across from her. "Alone, Alina? We share everything. How could you think I wouldn't be there for you?" "I didn't want you distracted," she said softly. "You've got so much on your plate already." I didn't want to add to it. I ran my hands through my hair, frustration boiling. "Distracted? Alina, I need honesty. I need you. Do you even realize how alone I feel right now?" Her lips trembled. "I know, I didn't know how to reach out. I thought I was protecting you. Protecting me?" I laughed bitterly. "I'm the one who feels betrayed. You and Liam. It's like everyone I trusted is keeping secrets." Her eyes widened. "Liam, what did he do?" "I overheard him," I said, voice tight. "Talking to Collins? Planning against me. My promotion. Everything." Elena's face paled. "Oh, I didn't know." "You didn't know?" I almost shouted. "You're his friend too? Didn't you notice anything?" I trusted him, she admitted, looking down. I never thought he'd hurt you. And yet he did, I said, bitterness rising. And I don't know if I can forgive him or you for not seeing it. Elena's eyes filled with tears. It's not about forgiveness. I hate seeing you like this. You're always so strong, but this has shaken you. I leaned back, staring at the ceiling. Shaken, that's one word for it. Betrayed? Abandoned? That's closer to how it feels. You're not abandoned, she said quietly. You still have me. I may have messed up, but I'm here now. I shook my head, voice low. I don't know if I can trust anyone anymore. Not Liam, not Collins. Not even you sometimes. Her hands trembled as she reached for mine. Then let me earn your trust back. Please, don't push me away before you see I'm still here. I pulled my hands back, exhausted. I can't just switch trust on. I need time. I need to know I'm not walking into more betrayal. She nodded, biting her lip. I'll wait. I'll do whatever it takes. Later, alone in my office, I stared at the evidence I had gathered on Liam and Collins. The betrayal wasn't just a thought anymore. It was a fact. I ran a hand through my hair, anger and disbelief mixing. I whispered to myself, I can't let this slide. I won't. I thought about Elena's words, about her trying to stay by my side, but my mind kept returning to Liam and Collins. I'll watch. I'll wait. And when the time comes, they'll regret ever crossing me. The room felt colder than usual, empty, except for the laptop glowing on the desk. I opened my email again, double-checking the messages. Every line, every hint, told me the same thing. I couldn't trust anyone blindly anymore. I trusted too easily, I muttered, clenching my fists. Not again. Deep resolve settled over me. I didn't know the full extent of the betrayal yet, but I knew I would uncover it. Piece by piece, I would reveal the truth, and when I did, the consequences would be devastating. Tonight wasn't about revenge yet. Tonight was about surviving the shock. But soon, everything would change. I leaned back in my chair, staring at the stack of reports in front of me. I can't keep spiraling like this, I muttered to myself. This betrayal won't break me. Just then, a voice interrupted. It won't. I turned sharply. A woman stood at the doorway, clipboard in hand. Who are you? I asked, wary Maya. She said, smiling. I hear you've been dealing with complications? Complications? I raised an eyebrow. You mean betrayal and office politics? She nodded. Exactly. And you're letting it consume you. You need strategy, not panic. I rubbed my forehead. Easier said than done. Liam Collins. They've already put me on the back foot. You're overthinking, Maya said, stepping closer. Focus on what you can control. Start small. Win the little battles first. Small battles. I scoffed. I'm not even sure I can trust anyone now. Maya's gaze was steady. Trust is earned, not assumed. But careful observation, patience, and timing, those are your allies. You'll find people who actually have your back. I studied her, trying to measure how much I could rely on her advice. And you think you can help me? I know I can, she said firmly. I've seen what happens when people react too quickly. You're letting anger dictate your moves. We'll turn that energy into leverage. Leverage, I repeated. Sounds nice, but where do I start? Observe Liam, Maya said. Notice his habits, what he underestimates, who he ignores. Use it against him without him realizing. And Collins. She paused. Collins can't resist underestimating someone he thinks is broken. I nodded slowly. So patience, observation, and timing. Got it. But what if I slip? What if they figure out I'm onto them? That's why we're subtle, Maya said. Every move should be calculated. Emotion is the enemy right now. Your mind needs clarity, not revenge. I leaned back, thinking, clarity, not revenge. That's hard when every time I see Liam, I want to stop. Maya interrupted gently. That impulse is natural, but it clouds judgment. You'll have your moment, I promise. First, rebuild your confidence. How? I asked. I've been knocked down so many times. I don't know if I have the strength. You do, she said, placing a hand lightly on my shoulder. Small wins. Daily victories. Show up, complete tasks flawlessly, gain recognition quietly. Momentum will follow, and your presence will start to shift the power. I let out a breath I didn't realize I'd been holding. Momentum, huh? Yes, she said. One step at a time. And remember, you're not alone. I'll guide you, but you make the moves. Your choices shape the outcome. I stood, a spark igniting inside me. All right, I'll do it. I'll watch, wait, and take control at the right moment. No rash moves. No blind anger. Maya smiled. Good. Start small. Collect information. Build leverage. And most importantly, protect your mind from emotional traps. I nodded, feeling a sense of focus I hadn't felt in weeks. I'll do that. Step by step. And when the time comes, Maya said, you won't just react. You'll act. On your terms. And that's when true power reveals itself. I felt a shift in my chest, a cautious hope mingling with determination. On my terms, I repeated. I like the sound of that. She handed me a folder. Take this. Review it. Every detail matters. This is your starting point. I opened it, scanning the notes, a plan forming in my mind. Patience, observation, leverage. Got it. Thank you, Maya. I needed someone to help me see this clearly. You've always had it in you, she said. You just needed guidance. Remember, the moment you start thinking like a strategist, you stop being a victim. I closed the folder, heart pounding with anticipation. No more being a victim. Time to take control. And for the first time in weeks, I felt a spark of clarity. I wasn't broken. I wasn't lost. I was just getting started. I walked into the office, scanning the room. Liam was already there, talking to a group of colleagues. His laugh was too loud, too forced. I clenched my fists. Hey, I said casually, approaching him. Busy morning. Liam turned, smiling. Oh, just catching up with the team. You know how it is. Sure, I said, forcing a smile. Catching up. One of the colleagues whispered something to him, and I caught Liam's smirk. That smirk. I knew it too well now. Later in the break room, I found Maya reviewing a set of files. Any progress? I asked, leaning against the counter. Some, she said, but you need to watch him. Liam's arrogance is growing. I nodded. He is careless. Maya raised an eyebrow. Careless can backfire. Don't underestimate him either. I won't, I said. I'm keeping my eye on every move he makes. Every slip counts. Back at my desk, Liam came over, leaning casually against the partition. Hey, you seem different lately. More focused? I forced a grin. Yeah, I realized I've been wasting energy on things that don't matter. Gotta prioritize. He tilted his head. Interesting. You're not as easy to throw off balance anymore. That's the idea, I said, holding my composure. Learning from experience. Later, I overheard Liam talking to Collins near the conference room. He's getting suspicious. Be careful, Liam said quietly. Collins chuckled. Relax. He won't see it coming. Not this time. A bit back a reaction, retreating silently. This was exactly the leverage Maya talked about. I needed to stay calm. Let them reveal themselves through their own mistakes. That afternoon, Alina called. You've been quiet. Are you okay? Better than okay, I said. I've started focusing on what I can control. Sounds. Different, she said. I hope it's a good different, not a dangerous one. I smiled, though she couldn't see it. Good different. Trust me. I'm learning patience, observation, strategy. Strategy. She echoed. Sounds serious? Serious enough, I said. I've realized I can't react blindly. Every step counts now. She sighed. I hope this works. I don't want you hurting yourself chasing revenge. It's not revenge yet, I said firmly. It's preparation. Watching, learning. When the time comes, I'll act. On my terms? Her voice softened. I just want you to be safe, and I'm still here if you need me. I paused, feeling the weight of her words. I know. Thanks, Alina. I'll keep that in mind. Later that evening, I reviewed the notes Maya had given me, plotting quietly. Every mistake they make, I'll be ready, I whispered. Every slip, I'll turn it into advantage. I remembered Liam's smirk, Colin's overconfidence, and I felt a small thrill. Patience was powerful. Observation was sharper than anger. At home, I practiced my strategy out loud. Step 1. Monitor their habits. Step 2. Identify weaknesses. Step 3. Wait. Step 4. Act decisively. Maya had been right. Planning was better than reacting. Control felt better than chaos. A text from Liam appeared. You seem calmer these days. Don't get too comfortable. I read it, smiled faintly, and typed back. I've learned. You should try it too. For the first time in weeks, I felt in control. The shadows that once loomed over me were shifting. The balance of power was tilting just slowly enough that they wouldn't notice, and when they did, I would be ready. Asterisk, I arrived at the office early, coffee in hand, scanning the room. Liam was already at his desk, smirking as usual. Collins was reviewing reports, oblivious to the cracks forming in his plan. I took a deep breath and approached Maya. Any updates? I whispered. Patience, she said, eyes sharp. You'll see the consequences start to unfold. Watch carefully. I nodded, focusing on every subtle move around me. Liam shuffled papers nervously. Collins glanced at his phone more than once. I could feel their confidence slipping. During a meeting, Liam tried to dominate the discussion. We need to push the Smith project forward immediately, he said, voice firm. I raised a hand. Actually, I reviewed the projections. I think a staggered approach reduces risk and maximizes results. Collins frowned. Are you sure? Absolutely, I said, keeping my voice steady. I ran the numbers 3 times. The data supports this approach. Maya leaned closer, whispering, See. Small victories. Build momentum quietly. Liam's smirk faltered. Fine. We'll try it your way for now, he muttered. After the meeting, I heard him mutter under his breath. He's too cautious. Too aware. That night, Alina called. You're quieter than usual. How's work? Interesting, I said. I'm noticing things. People slipping, mistakes piling up. Slipping, she asked. Yeah, I said, smiling faintly. Liam thinks he's untouchable. Collins is overconfident. Their arrogance is working in my favor. Sounds dangerous, she said. Are you okay handling this? I am, I said firmly. I'm learning. Patience, observation, leverage. I'm in control now, she sighed. I just hope this doesn't consume you. It won't, I said. This is preparation, not vengeance. The moment for action will come, but it will be mine to choose. The next morning, I watched as Liam's careless mistakes started surfacing. He double-booked meetings, missed emails, and overlooked details. Collins scolded him once, then fumed privately. I recorded it silently, my notes growing. I leaned toward Maya. It's happening. The cracks are showing. Maya nodded. They're unraveling. But stay calm. Don't push. Let karma do its work naturally. Later, Liam approached me, frowning. You've been very composed lately. Not that I mind, just unusual. I've been focused, I said lightly. I've realized reacting emotionally only makes mistakes worse. Strategy works better. His eyes narrowed. Strategy. Don't get too comfortable. I smiled faintly. I won't. But comfort is for those who don't notice the cracks beneath them. Collins made a mistake in front of the board. Data miscalculations. A small error, but enough to raise questions. Liam tried to cover it, but his own missteps made it worse. I watched quietly, letting the event speak louder than any words I could say. At home that night I reflected. Patience pays, I whispered. Observation pays. Every careless act they commit strengthens my position. Lena's text came through. I know you're handling things well. Just be careful, I typed back. I am. And thanks. Means a lot. I reviewed my notes one last time before bed. Every slip, every flaw, every overconfidence moment was recorded. Karma was unfolding exactly as Maya predicted. I leaned back in my chair, letting a sense of satisfaction wash over me. Soon, I murmured. Soon they'll see the cost of their arrogance, and it will be irreversible. For the first time since the betrayal, I felt calm. I wasn't reacting blindly. I wasn't consumed by anger. I was in control, and karma was doing the rest. And when it hit, they would understand the full weight of underestimating me. I found Liam in the conference room, pacing. He froze when he saw me. What are you doing here? I wanted to talk, I said calmly. Face to face. Alone. He laughed nervously. Face to face. After everything? You really think cut it? I interrupted, voice sharp. No games. No lies. I know everything. His smirk wavered. Everything? That's impossible. The emails, the schemes, Collins. Your arrogance. Your mistakes. It's all here. And I watched it unravel. Slowly. Quietly. And now, it's time we talk. He ran a hand through his hair. I didn't think you'd notice. I thought I'd stay blind. I finished for him. Liam, I trusted you. I considered you a brother. And you betrayed me. For what? A promotion? Power? He looked down. I thought I was helping both of us. I didn't mean to hurt you helping both of us. I laughed bitterly. By lying, scheming, stabbing me in the back. That's your idea of help? He flinched. I was afraid. Afraid you'd fail without me? I thought, afraid. I raised my voice. Afraid of what? That I'd succeed without you? Liam, your fear cost me everything I worked for. He opened his mouth, then closed it. Silence filled the room, heavy and suffocating. I paced slowly. Do you even understand the consequences of your actions? Collins is already in trouble. Your mistakes exposed. And you lost my trust forever. I'm sorry, he whispered. I never wanted this. I thought, I don't want your excuses, I said firmly. I want the truth. The full truth. Why, Liam? Why betray me? His shoulders slumped. Because I was selfish. I wanted recognition. I wanted to be important. I didn't think about you or anyone else. I was scared of being left behind. I stared at him, my chest tight. The anger was still there, but so was a strange pity. And now? Do you regret it? Yes. He shouted, voice breaking. I regret everything. I lost my best friend, my credibility, everything. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I shook my head. Too late. You had your chance to choose differently, but you didn't. Your arrogance and cowardice did this, and now you face the consequences. He sank into a chair, defeated. I just wanted to be recognized. That's all. You didn't think, I said, voice low. And that's why you're here, facing me, with nothing left. Collins is crumbling, and your mistakes will haunt you. That's your reality now. He looked up at me, eyes glistening. Is there any way back? Can we fix this? I shook my head. No, not for you. Trust isn't restored once broken like this. You should have thought about that before you betrayed me. I turned toward the door, pausing. I'm done letting your games control me. I've learned patience, strategy, and strength. I won't be a victim again. You'll forgive me someday. He asked, voice small. I didn't answer. I couldn't. Forgiveness wasn't mine to give. Not yet. Not to him. As I walked out, I whispered to myself, on my terms, Liam. Everything from now on will be on my terms. And you'll see how it feels to lose everything you thought you had. Outside. The hallway felt wider, freer. I inhaled deeply, a sense of control washing over me. The confrontation was over, but the power had shifted. I had survived betrayal, outwitted arrogance, and claimed my clarity. The final move wasn't revenge. It was justice, silent but complete. And in that quiet victory, I finally felt the first real taste of peace. The morning light seeped through my window, soft and pale. I sipped my coffee, staring at the city below, thinking about how much had changed. I can't believe it, I muttered to myself. Everything. Gone. Yet somehow, I'm still standing. A knock at the door made me jump. Who is it? I called, cautious. Alina, she said softly. Can we talk? I froze. Her voice carried the same warmth it always had, but I didn't know if I could trust my heart anymore. Come in, I said finally. She stepped inside, hesitating. I heard about what happened with Liam, with Collins. You handled it. Impressively. I shrugged, trying to mask the storm inside me. It wasn't about impressing anyone. It was about surviving. I know, she said, sitting on the edge of the couch. I should have been there for you sooner. I messed up. I took a deep breath. You did. You were distant when I needed honesty. But it's not just on you. I let myself trust blindly. I let myself believe everything was perfect. Alina looked down, her fingers twisting nervously. No. And I regret it. I still care about you. I paused, feeling a flicker of old emotions. Alina, I won't lie. Cared too. But I'm not the same person anymore. I can't go back to who I was. I can't depend on anyone like that again. Her eyes glistened. I understand. I hoped maybe we could try again. I shook my head gently. Not like before. I'm not saying I hate you, but I've changed. I've learned to protect myself, to think, to plan. I can't unlearn that. She nodded slowly. I see you've grown. I can see it in your eyes. You're stronger now. I smiled faintly. A mixture of sadness and pride. Stronger. Yes. And I needed to be. Losing trust, facing betrayal. It taught me who I really am. She leaned back, sighing. I'm glad you survived this. I'm glad you're standing tall. I'm standing, but the scars are still there, I admitted. I'll carry them with me. They're reminders of what I survived and what I became because of it.
Oh.
She reached out, touching my hand. I hope you find peace with it all. I will, I said softly, squeezing her hand once before letting go. But peace won't come from them. Not from Liam, not from Collins, not even from forgiving everything. Peace comes from myself. We sat in silence for a moment. I watched her, realizing how much she still cared, and how much I had outgrown the need for that kind of reassurance. Finally, I stood. I need some air. I need to see the sunrise. She followed me to the balcony, staying a respectful distance. The sky was soft gold and pink, the city slowly waking beneath it. I inhaled deeply, letting the quiet fill me. Beautiful, she said quietly. Yeah, I murmured. It's like life. Even after destruction, something new begins. You can see it if you're willing to look. She nodded. I've missed seeing you like this. Calm, focused. I've missed seeing myself like this too, I admitted. I was lost in anger and betrayal for weeks. Now, I'm learning to exist beyond all that. To control my life rather than be controlled by others' mistakes. Alina looked at me, hesitant. Do you regret us? Or anything? I shook my head. No. Regret isn't useful. It doesn't change the past. I feel pain, yes. But I've grown stronger because of it. That's what matters. She smiled faintly, bittersweet. You've become someone. Remarkable. I returned her smile, though it didn't reach my eyes fully. I've become someone who can stand alone if needed. And maybe someday, that strength will allow me to build something new. With someone else? Or even with myself? Lena nodded, tears brimming. I understand. I really do. I stepped closer to the railing, watching the sun rise higher. It's quiet, I said, almost like the world itself is breathing after a storm. And maybe that's how life feels when you survive everything that tried to break you. She stayed silent, and I felt no need to explain further. Words weren't necessary anymore. The sunrise said everything I needed to know. Endings can be beginnings. Pain can teach. Betrayal can strengthen. I'm ready, I whispered, almost to myself. Ready to keep moving forward. Ready to face whatever comes next without fear? Lena took a small step back. I wish you the best, she said softly. Always. Thank you, I said, voice steady. And you. Take care of yourself, too. She left after a moment, leaving me alone with the city and the sunrise. I breathed deeply, letting the warmth fill the emptiness inside me. I realized something profound. I didn't need revenge to feel complete. I didn't need apologies to heal. I only needed myself. The wind shifted, carrying the faint sounds of the city waking up. I felt a subtle smile tug at my lips. I survived, I whispered. I've learned, I've grown, and I'm still standing. The sun rose higher, golden and unstoppable. And for the first time in months, I felt hope. Pure, quiet, undeniable hope. No one else could take that from me. And for the first time, I was ready for anything.